Have you ever wondered why a narcissist who once acted like they couldn't live without you suddenly seems happier than ever after you walk away? Is it real happiness or just another one of their mind games? The truth will shock you, because what they show on the outside is far from what they feel on the inside. Stay with me till the end, because I'm about to expose the hidden truth that narcissists never want you to know. When you finally break free from a narcissist, you might expect them to be devastated. But instead they post happy pictures, go out with new people, and act like they never cared about you. It makes you question everything. Was your relationship even real? Did they ever truly love you? Here's the reality. Their so-called happiness is nothing but a performance. In this video, I'll reveal the psychological tricks behind their fake happiness and the dark truth that lies beneath their forced smiles. Now, let's dive into the real reason why a narcissist pretends to be happy after losing you. Number 1. They want to control the narrative. Narcissists are obsessed with controlling how others perceive them, and losing you threatens that control. When you walk away, it exposes their biggest fear: losing their grip over your emotions and their public image. Instead of admitting defeat, they immediately rewrite the story to make it seem like they were never hurt. They might spread rumors, act overly happy on social media, or even pretend they were the ones who ended things. Why? Because in their world, they can never be the loser. They must always be the one in power. Their fake happiness is nothing but a manipulation tactic to shape the narrative and make it look like they never cared about you. But the truth? Inside, they're furious that they lost control over you. Imagine this. You break up with a narcissist, and within days they're posting smiling pictures with a new person, writing captions like, "Finally found real happiness." Or sometimes the wrong people leave to make space for the right ones. At first you might doubt yourself. Was I the problem? Were they never truly attached to me? But this is exactly what they want. They want you to feel regret, question your decision, and believe that you were never that important to them. But pay attention, these actions are not signs of true happiness. They are a desperate attempt to control how the world sees them and how you feel about leaving. In reality, they are struggling, but instead of healing, they put on a performance to convince themselves and everyone else that they are still in control. Number 2. They are desperate to trigger you emotionally. Narcissists don't just move on, they put on a show. And that show is designed to make you suffer. Their exaggerated happiness isn't real. It's a calculated performance meant to trigger your emotions. They know exactly how to get inside your head, posting overly joyful pictures, flaunting a new relationship, or acting like their life has suddenly improved without you. But here's the truth. They don't want to be happy, they want you to be miserable. They want you to doubt yourself, question your decision, and feel the urge to come back just to prove your worth. Their fake joy isn't about them healing, it's about keeping you emotionally hooked so you never fully break free from their control. Imagine this. You finally stand up for yourself and say you've had enough. The narcissist senses you slipping away, so they switch tactics. Suddenly, they're soft-spoken, affectionate, even teary-eyed. "I don't want to lose you. I've realized my mistakes. I'll change." And for a moment you want to believe them. Maybe this time they really mean it. But fast forward a few weeks, what happens? They go right back to their old ways, even worse than before. This cycle repeats because their apology was never about making amends. It was about keeping you trapped. A narcissist's apology is like a beautifully wrapped gift box with nothing but lies inside. The only way to win? See through the illusion and refuse to play their game. Number 3. They are in emotional denial. Narcissists are masters of emotional avoidance. When you leave them, they don't sit with their pain, reflect, or process their emotions like a normal person would. Instead, they bury their feelings under a mask of forced happiness. Deep down, losing you shakes their fragile ego, but rather than acknowledging the loss, they go into full-blown denial. They convince themselves and everyone around them that they never cared about you in the first place. Instead of grieving, they jump into distractions, excessive partying, flaunting a new relationship, or acting like their life has dramatically improved. But this isn't healing, it's escapism. They are running from the emptiness they feel inside because admitting they are hurt would mean admitting they aren't as powerful as they pretend to be. Imagine this: a narcissist who once obsessed over you suddenly acts like you never existed. They block you, erase all your pictures together, and start living a fast-paced, over-the-top lifestyle. Maybe they post about fresh starts and new beginnings, as if they just walked out of a toxic relationship when in reality, they were the toxic one. They throw themselves into social events, start dating someone new within days, and tell mutual friends they're happier than ever. But watch closely. Beneath all this forced joy, there's a deep discomfort. The moment they're alone, the cracks start to show. They need constant external validation, because sitting with their true emotions would mean facing their inner emptiness and insecurity. Their denial isn't strength, it's fear. Fear of being alone, fear of feeling unimportant, and most of all, fear of facing the truth that losing you was their own fault. Number 4. They are already looking for a new supply. Narcissists don't heal, they replace. The moment you leave, they aren't heartbroken or reflecting on their mistakes. They're already on the hunt for a new supply to fill the void. Unlike normal people who take time to process a breakup, a narcissist's greatest fear is being alone with their own thoughts. They need a constant source of validation, admiration, and control to keep their fragile ego intact. So, rather than dealing with the pain of losing you, they immediately jump into a new relationship, start love-bombing someone else, or reconnect with past flings just to prove to themselves and to you that they are still desirable. But here's the truth: this new love is not about genuine feelings. It's a distraction from their own emptiness. They don't want to move on, they want to avoid feeling the loss. Imagine this: you break up with a narcissist, and within days or even hours they're suddenly in a new relationship. They post pictures with their new partner, flaunting how happy and in love they are, acting as if you never mattered. Maybe they even bring this new person to the same places you used to go together, wearing the same outfits, saying the same sweet words they once told you. At first you feel hurt. Did they ever care? Were they secretly seeing this person the whole time? But this is their classic cycle. The new supply isn't special, they're just the next target. And just like they discarded you, they will eventually discard this person too once the initial excitement fades. But here's what they don't expect you realizing: that their new happiness is just an illusion, and that the real power lies in your ability to break free from their toxic cycle. Number 5. They want to prove you wrong. A narcissist's ego is too fragile to accept that you left because of their toxic behavior. Instead of self-reflecting or taking accountability, they become obsessed with proving you wrong. They want to make it seem like you were the problem, that they were never the issue, and most importantly, that they are thriving without you. Their fake happiness is their way of saying, "See, I didn't lose anything. In fact, my life is even better now." They can't stand the idea that you might feel relieved or happier without them, so they put on a performance, posting about their best life, talking about how peaceful they feel, or suddenly becoming the perfect partner in their next relationship. But this isn't growth, it's just another manipulation tactic to rewrite the narrative and make you question yourself. Imagine this: you left a narcissist because they were emotionally abusive, controlling, or neglectful. But instead of admitting their faults, they flipped the script. Suddenly they're working out, achieving goals, acting like the most loving person in their new relationship, and publicly displaying a version of themselves you wished they had been with you. Mutual friends start telling you, "Wow, they've really changed." And for a moment, doubt creeps in. Was I the problem? Did I leave too soon? But here's the truth: they aren't proving you wrong, they're proving you right. Their entire behavior is a desperate attempt to control how you and others see them. Deep down, they know the reality: you left because you saw through their facade. The real test is time, because once their need to prove a point fades, their true toxic nature will always resurface. Narcissists might pretend to be happy, but the truth is they are terrified of being alone, exposed, and forgotten. Their fake happiness is nothing but an illusion designed to manipulate, control, and protect their fragile ego. So don't fall for it. The best revenge: living your best life, healing, and never looking back. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening content on narcissism. And let me know in the comments, have you ever seen a narcissist pretend to be happy after losing you? How did you deal with it? Let's talk.